Question I have for you is what drew you to UX design as a career?
So I have a varied career background. I worked a lot in administration, some business processes. I worked pretty closely with founders and CEOs for a bit, some of my past roles. And the one consistent thing I found threading through those roles was that I liked taking icky processes and making them better and finding out where something was inefficient, figuring out how I could fix it and being like, I am going to trim the hours you need me in half, which maybe works me out of a job. But that part was super fun for me. That I got a lot of satisfaction out of being like, this is inefficient. These are the reasons I've identified why, and this is how we can fix it. And then I also have this design and artistic background. I'm a creative person. I really like working visually. So when I did my design degree, it was towards the last year of my degree in industrial design that I actually learned about user experience. There isn't a dedicated program for it at my university. And it was like, oh, this takes that business process background and then the design and visual side that I'm deeply interested. And then it adds in like this interest in psychology I've had for a while. I did 2 years of psych. I almost went into counseling psych because I like fixing people's problems. So it was this beautiful marriage of all three, like different tracks of my life experience just aligned into one role. I think that's what's really valuable about it is I get the satisfaction of problem solving. I get to talk to people and listen to them and make them feel heard and seen, which is really important to me. And I also get to flex those, like, visually creative muscles.
Next question here. If you could learn any new skill instantly, what would it be and why?
Ooh, probably front end development. To be able to just snap my fingers and know that, I would love it because then I would be able to be much better equipped. I have some front end development knowledge, but basically understanding development a lot more thoroughly, I would really love to be able to do because to use an analogy, in industrial design, it was physical product design was the focus, especially for me the last 2 years. And what they make you do is when you're designing furniture, they make you go in the shop and build it because they want you to understand just how difficult what you're asking is. And that's why I'd really love to understand more about the development process than I currently do. So I understand the level of ask when I'm helping prioritize things. Builds that empathy with developers. I can build empathy with my users because I involve myself in their tasks. And I really want to build that empathy for the development side. So yeah, if I could snap my fingers and be an expert at front end development, back end development, would do it in a heartbeat.
What do you enjoy doing with your free time that helps you recharge and stay productive at work?
I am a maker. I'm busy doing something with my hands every available moment, even if I'm in a long meeting or watching a learning video to upskill. I'm knitting or I'm making a friendship bracelet or I'm making paper flowers for my wedding. I'm constantly making. I need to work with my hands for my sanity. If it's not making a craft, it's working in my garden. So yeah, that really feeds my soul and it helps keep me focused. I'm a bit scattered if I don't have something to do with my hands. Creating stuff, just making stuff.
Can you please share with us a piece of advice that's been a guiding light throughout your career?
Show up in spaces where you can be yourself. So seek out spaces where you can show up as who you truly are. We don't always have the luxury of doing that early on in our careers because sometimes you need a job, but make plans when you're thinking about career decisions and what you're planning to do next. Think about those spaces where you feel like you can show up as you. As I've gotten older, I've tried more and more to show up as the same person in all aspects of my life. And I think it's a sign to me that I'm zeroing in on the correct career path when that's easier.